Hey traders, good afternoon. Happy Friday to you all. This is Edison here at Edison Trading Collective, head trader and host for today. Looking forward to taking you through my two green trades today. Super stoked on how we wrapped up the week. I was really hoping, if you recall from yesterday's video, that we were going to finish strong, and we did. Another really clean opportunity here on Tesla short. Imagine that, Edison trading Tesla. You guys are probably getting tired of seeing these by now, but get used to it because it is a fan favorite here at the Edison Trading Collective, and maybe one day we'll spend some time talking about why. But for now, it's Friday. It is roughly 2:30 market time, and I bet we're all looking forward to starting the weekend and getting after it. So let's go through it. Had two trades today. One somewhat out of the gates, and one after it presented another opportunity, both to the short side. A tidy $1,486 in net profit across both trades. The first trade was by far the best one, about a 12.5% winner. The second one was roughly a 6.5% winner, and we'll certainly talk about why. And I think the second trade represents a really interesting exercise that I'd like to walk through as well. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's just get to the trades and we'll go from there. All right. So pre-market analysis. Obviously we've got the sort of the global crisis happening right now betwixt Russia and Ukraine. Definitely have my eyes on the market. I'm not a trader who really cares about those sorts of things. However, you can't ignore them either. And so I was short biased as a result of the conflict across the globe, and that's what I sought to do. So as I opened up the trade desk this morning, I saw that we were going to open up half a point or something like that, about $15 higher on Tesla. And so I was very open to being long or short today. Market was going to sort of open up about a little up as well, as I recall. So I was just kind of going to really take it easy out of the gates this morning. I wasn't going to get on something very quick. I was very happy waiting 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 minutes if I had to for something to pick a direction and show its face. I thought that today could be a coin flip, and thus I wasn't really willing to put any money at play until I felt pretty comfortable in it. And I found an awesome opportunity, in my opinion, an awesome opportunity. And let's talk about why. So obviously, lots of downwards pressure here on the daily. On Tesla, we have this relief bounce on really nice volume, as you see here on the daily volume right there. And so this could have definitely continued back up to the upside. I was very much looking for a nice hold over 800 with a move back up to 850, particularly if the market continued to work as well in our favor. I was totally open to that. I was ready for it. And I had a short side plan as well. I was going to use roughly 800 as my target. And certainly if it could get through there, looking for some continuation. And I didn't really have a top here that was super compelling, meaning where I was going to find like really clean resistance. In my opinion, maybe you could have used this 835 here from a couple days ago. We were opening up above yesterday's close, so that really didn't help. So the top side was kind of like just what the market was going to show me, and it showed a very clear picture. So market opens up, puts in this really nice strong doji candle here to the upside, big lower wick, meaning hey, there's been a lot of buying pressure there. Market rips out of the gates as well. Tesla goes with it, but look what it did. Throws in not one, not two, but three huge upper wicks underneath this 1 minute cloud. Now, of course, it didn't coincide with the 5 minute, and we like that here, we prefer that here, but it didn't matter. And I go ahead and I get short 4 contracts of the 830s, 830 puts on Tesla, today's expiry, and I got short right here. When it throws in this candle, this 835 candle right here, I said if it can break below that 835 candle, I'm getting short. Got short 4 contracts, still somewhat small size for me. Again, I'm just kind of letting this market show itself to me. It hasn't yet, but it is starting to show signs that some follow through can happen. So I get short there 4 contracts. And boy, what a move, right? I mean, so clean. Throws in 1, 2, 3 upper wicks. I'm short here, and look at this flush. 815 to 780. 785, excuse me, in the matter of 7 or 8 minutes. Of course, I didn't catch all of the trade, but I did catch a nice 12.5% winner for just shy of $1,100 on that trade. I simply just scaled out through this move here, and it was super clean. And if we look at the SPY, it really worked out quite well. Market moves up here and kind of trades sideways, and then sells off. I'm sorry, right here through these 3 candles here, I went a little too far. I was getting ahead of myself trying to talk to you about the second trade. Right here, throws in a bunch of upper wicks, and it goes down, and I take my profit up. It was a scalp. I think it was, well, I bought 4 of them at 8:35 and 44 seconds, and I sold in about 20 seconds later for $1,100. It was going to be a scalp today. I was not going to outstay my welcome either. I told myself, hey, you had a really bad Tuesday. You made some poor decisions, and you just need to book some profit. And I did that. It's been a nice green week, despite having the 1 losing day on Tuesday. So 3 winning days, 1 red day. Bunch of green profit, and we'll talk more about that a little bit on the second trade as well, the meaningfulness of that statement. So did that. All right. So it comes down here. I missed a bunch of this move, but that was okay. That wasn't the plan. The plan wasn't to let this thing ride today. It was 1 trade, 1 way, 1 trade to close it. So it was 4 in and 4 out. I didn't even try to scale out of this thing. So the market kind of chops around and then puts in a big kind of move to the downside at 8:43, and about that same time, well, that's through here, I suppose, the 8:47 time frame, the market's going up, and Tesla starts showing some weakness. And so Tesla was starting to decouple from that, obviously, under a lot of pressure sell side. And so I looked to get short again, and I got short underneath this candle right here. Look at how beautiful this thing is. So remember we talked about earlier, in earlier videos, Tesla throws in a gap and go, and then oftentimes a gap and slow, meaning sort of a slow bleed to the downside or a slow rise to the upside as the day goes on. That's what I was looking for today. I booked a really sweet win, so I had a little cushion to play with today, and I wanted to do that. But the difference between today's second trade and Tuesday's second trade is I was super happy to enter that second trade today. On Tuesday, I was angry because I had missed all that move. Not angry, I was frustrated that I missed a big part of that move and could have had a really nice winner. But instead, I had only booked a $600 winner or something like that, which is nothing to sneeze at. It just wasn't what I was after, and it wasn't what the trade presented, and I just made some bad decisions. But today was different. I had cushion on the week, I had a lot of cushion on the day, and it was a really good setup. Gap and go, gap and slow. This would have been a gap and slow trade. I really like the look of it. It throws in this really big upper candle wick in the 8:48 time frame here, and when the market's coming up. But look at that 8:48 right there. Another big, huge upper wick. So I'm thinking, you know what? It can't move higher. The market doesn't seem like it can move higher. I got short 4 contracts of the 800s at this point. And a small trade though. It was only maybe like $6,000 in capital or something like that. And I said to myself, I'm going to take it underneath the 8:48 candle. I did, and I got out of them really quickly in less than. About 1 minute or so. I said to myself, if you're going to take this trade, it has to go immediately. And I mean immediately. I'm not going to put myself in a position like I did on Tuesday where I gave back the majority or all or more of my current wins. And it didn't. It sold off a few points. It wasn't going anywhere, so I just bailed on it. I did keep 1 in hopes that I was wrong and maybe catch this flush to the downside. It didn't go, and so I bailed. And I made about 6.5% or roughly $400 within a few dollars. And hey, $400 is nothing to sneeze at in a minute, right? Especially on the heels of an $1,100 winner. A $1,500 day is a very good day for me, and I'm super happy about it. But let's say that I hadn't caught that first winner, right? And the only trade I made today was this one, and I booked $400. At the frequency at which I win in trading, which is roughly 80% or thereabouts, sometimes it's 75, sometimes it's 90, let's just call it 80. Let's say I traded 220 days out of the year. The market's open, by the way, for 252 to 253 days or thereabouts a year. So let's just say I take 4 weeks of PTO and I make 220 days in the market. And I win 80% of the time and I lose 20% of the time. The same $400 each and every day. There's power behind the statement, and that's why I want to spend a couple minutes talking to you all about this, because this is achievable. Day trading for a living, or additional income for you and the family, or for a lake house, or whatever it is that you want to do, is extraordinarily achievable. You just have to look at it the right way, and you have to be realistic. So let's say that we win 176 days out of the 220, and we lose 44 days. So we're going to make $70,400 at $400 a day for every winning day inside those 176 days. And we're going to lose $17,600 on the 44 days that we lose. And again, 80% win rate is absolutely achievable. We're going to net $52,800 in that given year. An extra $52,000 a year for simply doing the very, very, in my opinion, reasonable thing right here. Right? Forget about this huge move, forget about the $1,100, whatever the case may be. And frankly, had I taken big size, this would have been a much larger trade. But we are in this for the long haul. And you just have to think, it does not take home runs. It does not take YOLOing your life savings on Wall Street bets because someone told you that Nancy Pelosi is going to buy Roblox right before earnings. That is not what we're about here at the Edison Trading Collective. And I just wanted to show you the power of $400 a day. And it also means that $400 a day, if that's your goal, you're not likely, or at least you shouldn't be, taking $1,500 and $1,600 losses in a day like I did on Tuesday. And you can go back to that video. It's the 22nd. I was very transparent about all the things that I did wrong there because I'm hoping that you don't replicate those same mistakes if and when you ever start trading. So $400 a day, extra 53 grand a year. Of course, pre-tax, you're going to have to pay taxes on that, but that's a fair amount of income in a given year for trading responsibly and inside of a win-loss ratio that is very, very achievable. And I hope that I can help some people maybe get there if they want to, right? That's the whole point of this particular channel. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say today. I know this video is going to be probably a little bit longer, but I did have 2 trades, and there was some neat things to talk about and a little perspective setting as we roll into next week. I think next week could be awesome. I'm loving the way that this candle is shaping up here, this daily candle on Tesla. It's going to show a real clear indication, I think, of a trend, either back up to this trend line or back down to test 700. I'll take either because we don't care here at the Edison Trading Collective. So hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys are liking the content. If there's anything that you'd like to see different happen, please let me know. Please know that this is unscripted, and the ums and the ahs and the whatever is just simply me trying to walk you through what it is I go through on a daily basis and how it is that I handle my trades in hopes that you might find some things that you like. If you have comments, if you have questions, if you disagree with me, if you think I could be doing something better, please tell me. Trying to increase production value on these videos. I'm trying to learn editing best I can, and I'm trying to get better at the ers and the ums and the ahs. So please bear with me. Things will get better in that regard. But at the end of the day, content, my ability to provide hopefully some knowledge base to you all after having made all the mistakes that every trader does as they start out, maybe I can put you a little bit further ahead of the game, and maybe we can grow this channel together. That's my aim. I hope you all have a great weekend. Rest, relax, enjoy your time with family and friends. Go have some fun, and let's look forward to crushing it next week. Take care all. Be well.